all this news that I hear, all this like movies I watch, and some, oh, this actually happened in real life, and now it happened to
Mm-mm,
me.
mm-mm.
It can happen to me. It
Yeah,
can happen to
and to
anyone.
anyone, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome back to another episode of He with Riffy Rizwan. He presents two-part episode special in an exclusive interview with Qistina Ayu Rohzan to uncover the story behind the challenges she faced in finding forgiveness and acceptance and in raising her daughter as a single working mother years after the passing of a dearly departed husband due to a tragic and traumatizing incident. She shares her thoughts on how it's like to live in the shadow of her husband and discovers what has helped her through coping with grief and loss. She wants particularly address the horror and the damages it has caused her from the public views and the media scrutiny made upon her. This is what she has to say about her life after loss. She learns by moving on from the agonizing pain and sorrow through forgiveness and acceptance will then ensure her a better tomorrow for her and her daughter. Hi, Christina.
Hi, Rafi.
Welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much for having me again.
Yes. And this episode is a two part special. We'll start with the moving on part where I think the first episode that we did, we spoke about what happened, how you
Yeah.
cope with grief and loss. Now we want to move forward, and then we will go further and talk about going towards forgiveness, acceptance, and even respecting boundaries. So we will cover Christina Ayu's journey in life after loss, and we want to, let the listeners and perhaps your followers or people that know this story to understand and discover what it's like to live in the shadow of your dearly departed husband through finding peace of mind in forgiveness, acceptance, and respecting boundaries. And before we start, I'd like to ask you, can you describe the experience like for you living a life after loss, be it be it personally as a mother, as a daughter, as a daughter-in-law, as a friend, and or a figure for what the people know you and what the media has pictured you.
Living life after loss. Well,
Yes.
um, to me personally, living life after loss, it feels like I'm lost too. It
Mm,
feels like part of me is dead too, but I'm still walking in this world. It's
mhm,
as if I'm a walking shell. But of course, I have all these responsibilities as a mother, and I'm also working,
mhm,
and I'm still here in this world. So that was really hard for me because I feel that my heart,
mhm,
half of it is somewhere with my husband,
mhm,
and half of it is here.
mhm,
But it feels like I just do not have any desire to really live anymore. But I have to. I have to force myself.
mhm,
So when I I was I was forcing myself, it was really hard to just wake up and wake up in the early of the morning,
mhm,
doing normal things.
mhm,
As I told you before, even doing normal things, it was so hard for me. I
mhm,
needed to tell myself I need to do that today. I need to drive to work. I need to find ways to to eat, to go back, to face people.
mhm,
So that was, I think, if you ask me to reflect back, it was darkness.
mhm.
Yeah, it was darkness. So
And
how my friends picture me,
yeah.
I think they miss the old me.
Mhm,
I think the people around me miss the old me, but that's the thing. I miss my old self too. I want her back, but I can't because
Mm-hmm.
part of that has lost.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So yeah,
you
yeah,
cannot get it back. It's lost. It's gone.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
gone.
And and
So
then
I was lost too. So
yes.
to actually like try to wake up every morning, try to do, just worldly responsibilities, that was like an extra effort, like 100 effort that I needed to put in. Where before this, it was effortless. So
Yes.
you get my point. So
Yes.
yeah, but
Yes.
I kept on just doing what I need to and
Mm-hmm.
cry if I want to,
Mm-hmm.
but I still like I try my best to
Yeah.
to just do the bare minimum as a human, as a
Yes.
mother, as a parent.
Yes. And then
Yeah,
speaking of which, and I saw you wrote something about time is a healer. Time isn't a healer. It doesn't.
yeah. I actually
Y-
read about that. Time
Yeah.
isn't healer. If
It's not. Yeah. Can you briefly describe that?
if you only focus on time,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't focus on like what is it that you do with time. Some
Mm-hmm.
people take what 10 years and they're still not healed. Some take a lifetime and they're still not healed. So you cannot put time as the threshold, I would say.
Yes. Yes. Makes sense.
So
Yes.
yeah, so everyone is different. I
Yes.
You might see me now as I'm healed, but I still have broken parts of me, and I I embrace that. I can't coexist with my grief.
Mm,
So I wouldn't say time is the healer, but what you make with time is
mm-hmm.
important
Mm-hmm.
for your growth. Time
Yes.
makes you grow,
Yes. Well
but
said.
it doesn't necessarily heal you.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't. And as hard as hard as it is, and with all the things that you go through on a daily basis, but some days you feel okay, some days you don't.
Yeah,
But when you feel okay, that doesn't mean you have already moved on. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's just that
exactly.
you're pushing yourself to try to feel good, feel okay because you have to.
You make the best out of your
Yes,
situation.
yes.
You can, even in 10 years' time, 20 years' time, you look
Mm,
back, or sometimes you have the moment where it comes.
yeah.
So you
And
can't say it really healed you because you
yeah.
still feel the pain is still the same.
Yes. And but at the same time, even when you feel sad or you reflect upon the past or you're thinking about him, for example, that doesn't
Yeah,
mean you haven't moved on too,
yeah.
right? So
What? Yes, exactly.
you're allowed to be sad still, even for the next 10 years, even if you were to move on with, say, someone else, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It doesn't mean you haven't moved on or if you are still clinging to your past. Does that make sense?
yeah. But
Be-
that's the thing about stigma in our society, that
mm,
we like to use this word like moving on, that you
yeah,
need to move
yeah,
on.
yes,
But it's actually like that person will always be part of you, especially when it comes to
yes,
grief. You move
yes,
forward with grief.
yes.
Even if you have a new job or have
Mm-hmm,
a new kid, have a new
mm-hmm.
husband, like you move forward with your grief, the grief.
Betul. Yes,
Because
yes.
grief means you love that person.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Grief is a sign of love. That's how I see it.
Okay.
The death of grief means is also the death of love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
why you give so much of this or this person is because you love this person.
Indeed, indeed.
And when your heart is thinking about this person, it's because your heart loves this person so much and your heart wants to keep this person alive, that love
Mm,
alive.
yeah,
I
yes,
mean, that's how I see it.
yes. And that's how you it is. No one can deny you that, you know? No one,
Yeah,
yeah.
because it's my
It's,
heart, it's how I
yes,
feel.
yes.
So no
And
one
you
can deny it to
and
you.
no one you don't owe anybody an explanation. You don't have
Exactly.
anyone to understand you for whatever reason that it's what works for you. And that's very important.
Yeah,
Yeah?
exactly. What works for me, like as I
Yes.
told you before, as long as I'm not harmful, to myself and others,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I take as much I can take as much time as I can
Indeed.
because I
Indeed.
am doing my best here.
Yes. Okay. Good to
Yeah,
know that. At least you know that for sure.
yeah.
You on your own, you know. Now, what is your issue currently? Dealing with the challenges and trying to let others surrounding you, in that particular, then to
Mm-hmm.
respect your journey of healing after loss.
I believe now, Alhamdulillah, I don't have this issue maybe because I really don't care. But
Mm-hmm.
back then, when I was sad,
Mm-hmm.
I guess especially when people close to you or people who knows you, they just can't see someone sad. They,
Mm,
I guess it's the nature of human that they
yes.
want to pick someone,
Yes.
and it's fine. But it's okay for me to be sad because something crazy did happen to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to go through all the sadness, all that to release all my emotions because it's
Mm-hmm.
such a huge emotion, it's such a huge trauma that you cannot expect me or you cannot fix me immediately. I need that time to heal. So
Yes.
um, it was hard for me because I feel that people were suggesting me, oh, you should do this, you should do this to heal, you should do
Mm-mm.
this. But the thing is, I'm the one who's going through it. I
Mm-mm.
know what works for me and what
Yeah.
doesn't. Perhaps this works for you, but it doesn't for me. So
Mm,
it's an experiment for me that I need to go through myself.
yeah. Those
Yeah. You
those
can suggest, but you cannot
yeah.
control me.
Yes,
So
and
I
this
felt like people were trying to control me.
it's unnecessary, you know, it's unnecessary
Yeah.
advice that I don't need it.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
think I
Yeah.
think this is quite generic if
Yes.
you go through a heartbreak event.
Yes. Yes.
When you confide in someone or maybe someone approach you out of nowhere,
Yeah.
they would suggest you to do this. Oh, you should just move on, or I don't want to see that, but it's a feeling that I cannot control, and it's not. I'm not bothering you, so
Mm-mm.
yeah, I think it's okay for me to be sad, and I'm just like trying to deal with it myself.
Mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
But even those inputs, I mean, if they're not affecting you, I mean, if you can shield that or block that, it I I wouldn't say it's okay. I mean, at least it's, you know, if you can do that, it's good. But if it's affecting you in a way that it's negatively impacting your mental state, I think that has to stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that has to stop.
That has to
Especially if
stop.
it's, let's say, the people around you who are close to you, the people that you see every day, that has to stop. And
Mm,
sometimes speaking up, they don't get it.
mm-mm.
I
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it would make them feel that we're out to get them
Mm-mm.
sometimes. So that is what I practice is that whatever they say is not an image of you, it's an image of them. You do
Yes.
not, you have to be a selective listener. You do not have to take
Mm,
everything they say.
mm.
So that's what I practice
Yes.
because when I was at my early stage of grief, I
Mm-hmm.
don't have the energy to even speak up, rebel, say something because
Mm-hmm.
it was so much energy.
Yeah.
So
Does it does.
at one point, I just practiced that, like whatever they say, it, it doesn't portray who I am. I know myself. I know what I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I know what works for me and what doesn't. And whatever that they suggested, okay, I try. But if it doesn't work for me, then no.
Yes, yes. So you, at this point of your life, I think you can set that boundaries. You
Yeah.
yourself can set that
So
boundaries and
it's your mind. You
mm-hmm,
have to set that
mm-hmm,
boundary. Yeah.
mm-hmm, yeah. And then if it's very negative sometimes, can I mean,
Mm,
even with that boundaries, it can still come into you right in front of your
yeah,
face and just like
exactly.
feels like a slap, can? And
Mm,
I know that's not something that It's easy for someone to go through. I think it's worse than the incident itself. Trying to
Yeah,
picture you
because
and then trying to
because
dictate you.
exactly. Imagine
Mm.
you're already in pain
Mm.
and you have all this added pain because of
Yes.
all of this comment. You
Yeah.
don't need this added
Yeah.
pain because
Those
you're
pain
already in
is like
pain.
me. This pain, and then I put a splash of lemon
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that pain. Sakit kan? It's painful,
yeah.
right? Yeah. So
You
I
put
think they
salt
need to know that. Stop
at the
putting me.
wound. Yeah, you're adding more salt to the wound.
Mm.
So
Ah,
it's
that's a better way to
that
put
makes it
it. Okay.
yeah. So that's
Okay.
why always be mindful what you
Yes.
say.
Mindful. Yes, that's the key. That's
Mindful.
the key
Hmm.
word. Being mindful. Be mindful of what other people are going through. Take a step back and tell yourself that I don't need to say this. That
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
need to. Yeah. I said it once, I don't need to say it a million times.
Using this
Sometimes. You
even
know?
like
Can.
benda kecil.
Yeah.
I think our society love to do this, like commenting about a person's body image.
Yes.
Because I was very thin at one point,
Oh.
and people would comment me, oh, you're so thin, oh kurus lah, tak payah lah diet, oh kurus lah, makan
Mm.
sikit. Like, that was affecting me because
Mm-mm.
I am eating all the time. I'm eating every
Yeah.
day. But the thing is, my emotional state, my heart is not well. So it
Yeah.
does give an impact. But
Oh,
of course,
it
I won't.
does.
I
Yeah.
won't reply. I won't say that. I won't explain because
Mm-mm.
I don't owe anyone an explanation.
Yes.
It's the same. If those comments are the same as you telling a person fat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Macam you're body shaming. So what's the point?
Yeah.
What are you trying to, what are you trying to say
Just
here?
yeah. Yes. Yes. Like they're trying to tell you that you have issues with yourself, dealing with grief and
I mean,
loss,
I
like
have
tak
like
makan,
maybe
Yeah.
I have issues,
Yeah,
but
that's all right. That's the point. I mean, that's the point. Why they're trying to tell you. They want to say that, but they cannot. So they pick on things like that through the image of a figure, ke apa ke, trying to implicate that that is your situation sebenarnya.
yeah.
So that is what I think I think that's what's wrong with the society sometimes. Like they want you to say things like that in front of their face, even though the fact that they don't say it
Yeah.
directly, can?
But that's the thing. I don't understand. If I say this kind of thing, what is it can you do, or what is it that you want? Do you get satisfaction, or do you
Yeah,
really want to
can?
help me?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
what is
yeah,
it? The
yeah.
purpose behind
Yes, yes,
all this? I
yes,
just want to know what is it
yeah,
your intention, or do you
yes,
like seeing me in misery?
yes.
Because
Or
I know when I
belittle.
was
Yeah.
in misery,
Mm-hmm.
there's so many people take for granted.
Of
I was
course. Yeah,
somehow in
yeah, yeah.
misery,
Mm,
and I know it's not only me. So at the end of the day, it's all about intention.
mm. Indeed, indeed. Well said. Now, moving on, I think that we talk about forgiveness. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's your struggle? Like, what's your struggle like in finding, well, forgiveness, particularly to yourself, towards what happened, and then at the same time of others who depicts you in that image
yeah,
that trying to tell you negatively, in an image, a very negative image of you, for example, and someone who has hurt you directly or
yeah.
indirectly by giving all this advice, unnecessary,
Mhm.
obligations and whatsoever, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally. What can you tell them?
About forgiveness
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
in general. Okay, forgiveness. Well, I think growing up, I struggled with this,
Mm-hmm.
but even before the incident, I think I practiced forgiveness. So
Mm-hmm.
in that sense, I'm very blessed that I've already learned throughout my youth
Mm-hmm.
about how to really forgive and let go. So when incident like this happened,
Mm-hmm.
the first thing that I did was forgive.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, seek forgiveness from from God. and then I seek forgiveness from my parents actually, and also I forgive myself,
Mm. Yes.
forgive myself because I think
Mm-hmm.
the hardest thing to do is not forgive others, but
Mm-hmm.
actually forgive yourself.
Yourself,
For,
yes.
forgive on the things that you didn't do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Forgive
yeah,
yourself.
yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
do it,
Mm.
but you wanted it. You had the intention, but you didn't do. When for me, when he was alive, I did.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to do like a certain thing, maybe celebrate his birthday, but I just did. I was in in Pantang at that
Mm.
time.
Yeah.
So things like that, I had to forgive myself first because
Mm-hmm.
I think if I don't forgive myself at that time, I think that would be really hard for me to adapt and move forward
Yes,
with life.
yes, yes.
In
So
terms
you're
of
bas
forgive, yeah, you were saying?
basically you're saying start with forgiving yourself first
Yes.
before you move on to being acceptance and
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, forgive
Okay.
yourself first because
Focus yourself first. Yeah.
that's hard because we're always angry with ourselves. We're
Mm-hmm.
not, when we reflect, we have to be a good friend to ourselves first.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I did. And in terms of forgiveness, forgive to others, I just forgive them with open heart.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Not because I feel that they deserve my forgiveness,
Mm-hmm.
not because I feel that they're innocent, or it's because I forgive because I deserve a peace of mind and a peace of heart.
Yeah. It's an integral part of this process of this
Yeah.
journey of moving on. And when we
Mm-hmm.
say moving on, it doesn't mean moving on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Moving
Yeah.
on is like putting yourself
It's
to the
a
next
lot
step,
of
to the next
it's
step.
a lot of changing within you. A
Yes.
lot of layers that you need to let go. What's
Hmm.
within you? A lot of layers that you need to let go, especially
Hmm.
ego,
Hmm.
hatred,
Ego. Yeah.
anger. Yeah,
Anger. Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
because most of the time you don't want to forgive others because we have that ego. But
Mm.
where would that ego lead us?
Yeah.
What I can see, like based on my experience, all it
Hmm.
can lead me to is just anger and heaviness.
Mm. Yeah.
So what's the point of having all that when
Yeah.
I deserve to be at peace?
Yes. And you deserve to be happy too.
Yeah,
You
I
know what I
deserve
mean?
that.
Yeah.
That's why I forgive.
Having said that, for me, if not being able to forgive, especially yourself, it's like putting yourself in your own prison, you know?
Exactly, exactly.
And,
Because you will always have this hatred towards you.
mm-mm. And then
So how can we live with that?
we can stop from what people want to say, but from to us, but we can stop
Yeah,
from we what we can do is we can stop it. It's affecting to ourselves by
yep,
forgiveness. I think that's the wise thing to do. I think you've done it really well. And from listening to what you shared and how you cope with it, I think you are on the right path
I'm
towards
willing to that.
towards towards forgiveness, acceptance, and I believe that I think eventually we will find ourselves to, in Islam we like to call Jannah,
Yeah,
Jannah means the end
eternal
of, yeah,
happiness.
eternal happiness. Yes, indeed.
Eternal
Indeed.
happiness without any worries.
Yes.
How I see now is when we were younger, it's all about the fame, the
Yes.
glitz and glam. But
Yes.
now, when you go through life, you realize
Oh.
that it doesn't matter anymore.
Eh,
What
I
we
like
want is eternal peace.
I like that you mentioned that when you were young, you want fame, glam, money, position.
Exactly. I mean
That was
that
me.
was that was me too. That was me too. Okay, and I like I'm not shy to admit that.
Yeah, good, good. You own yourself. I think
Yeah.
that's a good you're very courageous to say that because I mean, for me, when you say that, it's so funny because like when I think about myself 10 years, 15, 20 years ago, I'm like, I didn't even imagine that I would change to this person that I no longer
Same,
want to
same,
see.
okay.
Yeah, like
You
now
should
it's
have met me back then.
there was that time
I wouldn't imagine I'll be this
yeah, we could
person.
probably take
But
some
yeah,
glamorous
that's the thing.
photos.
But that's the thing about
Uh,
life.
uh,
Life is filled with misery, and it's just you never thought that you'll be this person and you'll be this person. So
okay.
in time years to come, you never know what will
But
happen to us.
no, we
So
don't know. We don't
really,
know.
it's filled with surprises. And full with
And
surprises.
and to know to not just know but also hear to what you went through that could
Mm,
happen to me too.
exactly. It could happen to anyone. It
Can
can happen to
yeah, and then
anyone, really. Like
when I think
that's
about it,
what.
like cerai mati, death,
Mm,
divorce, what else, jodoh, you cannot control. You
but that's
tak
the thing.
kan you tak ada
Yeah, I
power to
cannot
control.
control.
You cannot.
I
Yeah.
didn't choose this. My
Yes.
husband didn't choose this.
Yeah. Yeah.
No one chose this. It
Yeah.
happened all of a sudden. In
Yes.
a split second, I'm a widow.
Yes.
In a split second, my
Yeah.
daughter is an orphan.
Yes.
So
Betul.
at that moment, I was just thinking anything can happen in a split second. Always be grateful. Always
Yes.
be grateful. Always embrace the people around you. Be kind because it can happen to anyone. I mean, I can die anytime. Really,
Indeed.
like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
because I don't know. I
Yeah.
really don't know.
You don't
It's
know.
not my
Really don't.
choice.
It's
So
beyond our
whatever that's with
control.
yeah, so whatever that's within our control in, in terms of our pressure,
Mm-mm.
what we say, we
Mm.
really have to control that. We really have
Yes.
to manage that
Yes.
because that's the only thing that we can control.
Yes. And then what you said initially in the first initial conversation, you mentioned about doing your best. That's your control.
Yeah,
You do
that's
the
not
best
that
you can. Yeah.
exactly. That's
Yeah.
within my control.
Yes.
Whatever that I know this is my responsibility, okay, that's within my control. I will try my best.
Okay. And we'll be right back. Thanks for listening to He with Rafi Reds One podcast. New episode airs every Thursday on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to follow He Podcast on Instagram for all the updates and behind the scenes. Please subscribe, rate, review, and comment. Once again, thank you for listening to He with Rafi Reds One.